Hi everyone, this is Behind the Record by Daniele Ippolito, and today we talk about Thriller by Michael Jackson. Let's go! Before Thriller, there was already a Michael Jackson, a child prodigy, a teenage star, a young adult carrying expectations no one should ever have to carry. This story does not begin with success, it begins with pressure. Today we are in 1982. Michael Jackson is 23 years old. He is famous but not untouchable, recognized but not yet definitive. Off the Wall has already proven something crucial. Michael Jackson can succeed on his own. But success is not enough because Off the Wall was loved, and yet it was not taken seriously enough. Not by critics, not by awards, not by an industry still unsure how to frame him. Thriller is born from that gap between popularity and recognition, between talent and authority. Michael Jackson at this point is obsessive about sound, about movement, about the perfection. He's not chasing trends, he's studying them. He listens to rock, funk, disco, R&B, and he wants all of it. Not blended softly, but fused. Michael Jackson wants to create something universal, music that crosses race, genre, age, geography, and he is willing to work endlessly to get there. Thriller does not exist without Quincy Jones. Their collaboration is based on a contrast. Quincy Jones brings structure, discipline, experience. Michael Jackson brings instinct, vision, urgency. Together they push each other. Nothing is accidental. Nothing is left unfinished. Every sound has a purpose. Every silence matters. This album is engineered but never cold. It is calculated but deeply emotional. The intention, not just an album. Michael Jackson didn't want to make a good album. He wanted to make the album. The kind of record where every track could be a single, every song had its own identity, nothing felt disposable. That ambition is dangerous because it risks excess. But Thriller controls that ambition with precision. It doesn't overwhelm, it defines. The sound, instant but deep. Thriller sounds immediate. The drums is clean, the bass moves effortlessly, the hooks arrive fast, the underneath that accessibility there is detail, layered vocals, subtle harmonies, rhythmic complexity. This is music that works on first listen and rewards the 100th. That balance is rare. The song cultural moments, not just tracks. Songs like Billie Jean are not just songs. Minimal, tense, almost paranoid. Beat It merges pop and rock without compromise. It doesn't borrow credibility, it claims it. Thriller itself turns music into spectacle, narrative, romance, visual imagination, but even beyond the hits, the album holds together. There are no weak links, no filter, every track serves the whole. The visual revolution. Thriller is not an audio record. It changes how music is seen. Music videos stop being promotional tools. They become events. Michael Jackson understands something fundamental. Sound and image are inseparable. Movement becomes language, dance becomes identity, and the industry follows. After Thriller, nothing looks the same. Why Thriller matters? Thriller is often called the biggest album of all time. That is true. But numbers are not the real story. What really matters is Thriller reshapes the idea of pop music. It proves that pop can be ambitious, detailed, genre defined, culturally dominant without losing accessibility. It breaks barriers, racial, musical, commercial, and it does so without asking permission. Listening to Thriller today, listening to Thriller now is a strange experience. You don't discover it, you recognize it. The song feels embedded in culture himself. But that familiarity can hide its brilliance. Because when you listen closely, you hear discipline, you hear restraint, you hear craft. This album was not loud by accident. It is not iconic by chance. It is built. The cost of perfection. There is another side of Thriller. The pressure it creates, the standards it sets. After Thriller, Michael Jackson is no longer just an artist. He becomes a symbol. A symbol don't get to be human for long. This album opens the door to everything that comes after. Buff, the triumph, and weight. What remains, Thriller is not just a record, it is a turning point for pop music, for cultural. It captures the moments where ambition, talent, and opportunity aligned perfectly. That alignment is rare. And maybe that's why Thriller still stands not as a nostalgia but as a reference. A reminder of what happens when someone refuses to aim small. This is Behind Record, and this was Thriller. Thank you so much. Ciao.